What's up, everybody? It's Travis from the Star Wrestlecast, and I just wanted to hop on here to talk a little bit about last night's wild episode of NXT. Now, me and NXT kind of have a love-hate relationship. I watch it every week, but I tend to put it off towards the end of the week, like after I've watched everything else, because it's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. But I really wanted to watch last night because I had this weird feeling that we were going to see the ramifications of all of those main roster call-ups over the past week. I mean, the NXT roster, its star power got absolutely gutted over the last week. I mean, Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, Fatal Influence, Sol Ruka, Ricky Saints, Blake Monroe. I mean, like, practically all of their star power is gone, and that's following on like the likes of like Javon Evans and Jordan Grace, who left recently. So they had very little A plus talent there at the moment. Some holdovers still there, like Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, but for the most part, they're really struggling. Now this happens every couple of years in NXT. There's the whole sweep of main roster call-ups, and they got to start over from scratch. In fact, this episode began with Shawn Michaels and Robert Stone talking about that exact thing. Prince Albert was there too, which is kind of funny. But them talking about them having to basically, do what they do, which is start bringing up some new people, and they did that in a major way. And the biggest name that debuted last night for me, as a longtime New Japan fan, is Evil. And I don't know if they actually are going to call him Evil. I mean, I assume they will, but that seems like a non-WWE type name. I'm just worried that they're going to change it to something lame, like when they took Kenta and made him Hideo Itami. Like, please don't do that. Um, but he showed up last night and challenged the world champion Tony D'Angelo, and gave him a little gift, I guess, as part of this challenge. Just teasing that, continuing that mystery box storyline that they began a week ago. Now, Evil and New Japan, audiences kind of had a mixed reaction to him. I did too. He was almost always in the latter stages of his career was a heel, leader of the House of Torture, a one-time member of Los Ingobernables de Japón, the faction that our original show's name was titled after, and then became leader of the House of Torture after he betrayed them. But he's a guy who in New Japan was hated by audiences because of all the interference in his matches. They really respect the competitive nature of wrestling there, and so the interference was something they really hated. And so Evil was hated by comparison. But he is a multi-time champion, a one-time IWGP champion, multi-time strong open weight champion, tag team champion, and six-man champion. I mean, this guy held gold all over the place. Basically, did everything there was to do in New Japan. So I don't blame him for leaving. I have my doubts about the level of success he'll find in WWE, but I hope for the best. And I hope this run in NXT, which is basically by his choice, by the way, he wanted to come to NXT first. I'm hoping that this run in NXT will be short, and then he'll be called up to the SmackDown roster where he can hopefully form a stable with Shinsuke Nakamura and Tama Tonga. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I want to see. That's what I would do if I had Evil in there. I would also dial up a couple other people from Japan and bring them in and have a whole crew that would wipe out the MFTs and be the dominant heel force on SmackDown. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. But Evil is there. He's challenging Tony D, and I'm excited to see where that's going to go. But there were a bunch of additions to the roster, a bunch of debuts last night, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know every single person that got called up because I don't watch Evolve. I don't watch LFG. He's got the freaking Undertaker on it, I think, and Bully Ray. What the hell would I want to watch that for? Um, but a lot of guys that I've seen glimpses of. One of those was Will Cruz, a former Progress champion. I believe he wrestled uh, in Noah alongside Inamura, who was in NXT for a while. I wish he had stayed longer. Inamura was awesome in NXT. Will Cruz showed up and attacked Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo had a rough night. He got attacked by Will Cruz, who hit him with a moonsault. He's a big dude. He hit him with a moonsault that looked really sweet. So that Will Cruz is there. I'm curious to see where that's going to go. Looks like they're going to throw him right into the main the world title picture, which is also interesting. Lizzie Rain made her debut. This is the punk rocker, the heavy metal chick. Um, they had been teasing her appearances for a week or two. She hit my girl Nikita Lyons with a Thunderstruck finisher, which looks awesome. That's gonna be one of those moves that they want to get that move over the way the Soul Snatcher got over for Sol Ruka. She beat Nikita Lyons. On a side note, can they do something with Nikita Lyons, please? I mean, look, I'm a black man in this world. I love Nikita Lyons. Uh, but I can't remember the last time I've seen her win a match, and I just don't know what they're doing with her. Is she progressing at all, or is she going to be end up being like a future roster cut? I hope not. I mean, I'd want to see her improve and then make her way to the main roster, but 'cause I think she's a fun wrestler, and she's got a lot of personality, a lot of big personality. So I would love to see that. But Lizzie Rain made her debut is impressive. I think they're going to push her huge, huge in the coming weeks, especially if they can like. I think she's related to the Iron Maiden drummer Clive Burr, and you know how TKO and WWE love celebrity tie-ins. So don't be surprised if we see something there. We also got Tristan Angels, who calls himself Mr. England. He challenged Miles Bourne, North American champion, after he defeated Saquon Sugars of Dark State. Can Dark State just split up now? It seems like they're on the verge of that. They should just go ahead and do it. But Tristan Angels showed up and challenged Miles Bourne, something like an arrogant Brit or something like that, which could be cool. So yeah, he debuted as well. Cam Hendricks looks really impressive. He's Maxine Dupree's boyfriend, husband, something significant other. But Cam Hendricks, who was on, I believe he was on LFG for a few seasons. He made his debut. Um, yeah, he also jumped Miles Bourne. A rough night for champions. Champions got champions found out that they are the hunted last night. But Cam Hendricks is like a big dude, powerful dude, athletic. Curious to see where it's going to happen with him. I feel like they're going to push him big time also. And another one that debuted last night was Tate Wilder. I know absolutely nothing about Tate Wilder, and I won't pretend that I do. But he came to the aid of EK Prosper, who I keep forgetting was Eli Knight. They changed his name like just randomly. He came to the aid of EK Prosper and Sean Legacy while they were getting after they were getting attacked by the Birthright, which I keep forgetting that stable exists. Um, so Tate Wilder was like he's going to be another one who they're going to push. I think he's had some matches with Brooks Jensen or something like that. Whatever happened to Brooks Jensen? Jesus Christ. So look, a lot of debuts, a lot of big surprises last night on NXT. We also got a Mr. Iguana appearance, which I won't hold that against them this time, as long as it's a one-time appearance. Don't bring him back. Look, the people that they got left who are kind of holdovers, like I said, your Kalani Jordans, your Nikita Lyonses, your, I guess, Carmen Petrovic, is she still there? Jada Parker should be stepping up. I mean, Kalani Jordan must be like, when are you going to call me up already? It feels like she's been there forever, and they've yet to do it. She should have been part of this call-up group. And I don't know if they held her over because she's not ready or because they know that NXT needs someone like her right now, as they're starting fresh with this new group. But I think they're going to be leaning hard on some of these people who've been there for a while. So exciting times in NXT. It gave me a reason to pop on here and talk about NXT, which is not something you're going to see me do very often. But there you go. Big things going on in NXT, and I think they're not done. But thanks again for tuning into this. This is the Five Star Wrestlecast. I'm Travis. You can find us on YouTube, and you can also find us anywhere you get your podcasts. You can email us at 5starwrestlecast@protonmail.com. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Later.